welcome to the DP2 by Team 19. I am the host, Jake Altizer. The colleagues which have worked with me on these slides are Chaz Lawson, Francis Deegan, and Jack Berry. First off, I would just like to say that the team has worked very hard to put together these slides. DP1 review. This is just pretty much a review of what we have completed so far up to DP2. So on the left, we have the mission statement. Our product description would be develop a device that can carry groceries and multiple 12 packs of soda. Of course, the team's primary market would be college students. The team thinks that college students would fit this product best because they could simply take it on the bus with them and there would be no need for any other form of multiple bags around their shoulders of such and things like that. For our customer profile, it is of course a college student around the age of a junior that only has a motorcycle. So when he goes to the grocery store, he lacks the ability to be able to throw some groceries in the back of his vehicle. So most of the time, whenever he goes to the grocery store, he has to take the bus. The claw would help with carrying and keeping all his groceries compact while on the bus and carrying it from the grocery store to his apartment or dormitory, etc. Up next is the product specifications. The team made sure to show how each specification weighed. And as you can see here, unit size is what the team thought was most important when making this product. We wanted to make the product be able to expand and make it to be able to be stored easily in a dorm, because as we all know, there's not much room in dorms. And another would be weight. Since the customer is already going to be carrying this claw, perhaps, we don't want it to be too heavy because we're going to be adding a load onto it as is. Handle smoothness, as you can see, is the least. It is not as important, but it still came up, so the team still needs to look at it and emphasize it. This would be how well does the handle feel? How well does it fit in someone's hand? This could honestly be very controversial on how high the importance is. So the team made sure to look at this when completing the design as well. Up next is the concept combination table. Here is various groups that the team came up with and different methods. The team, after that, went through and drew lines. So, for instance, they could go from the top to the middle to the top to the middle here and make a completely different product. So, allow me to explain a little bit of the methods. Here is the affixation method for the most left. And this would be the puncture prong, support arm, and friction pads. Puncture prong would maybe be at the bottom of the device. It would have to puncture whatever it is picking up. And this would not be very good for drinks, as you can, explode your 12-pack of soda. Support arm, this would maybe be L-beams on the bottom of the claw, and it could help pick up things. Friction pads would be on the side, maybe like some sandpaper on each side to pick up the product. Up next is the clamp method. This would be an electrical clamp. This could be a solenoid, a hydraulic clamp. This could be hydraulic latch or press of such. Gravitational clamp. This would be the product would have to pick up a 12-pack of soda or water gravitationally, and it would have to use gravity to hold it in place. Power screw, this would be holding it in place, of course, through a screw. Up next would be the transport method, and this is how is it going to be moved around. Down here is the vehicle attachment. This is the thought the team had of maybe, most likely would just be attaching it onto a bicycle or even possibly a motorcycle. Things that don't carry groceries well would be our main concern. Above that would be handles. This would just be simply picking it up and carrying it as like a grocery bag or anything else. Next would be wheels. This would be rolling it around. Finally, we have the release method, and this would kind of goes hand in hand with the clamp method. It's the exact opposite. How's it going to let go? So you have the solenoid method, piston, gravitational release, and latch. They kind of run hand in hand with each other. So after the team came up with the concept generation table, they then drew the lines, as I explained earlier, and came up with 8 possible final solutions or final products. So over here, for example, we have a puncture prong, as you can see on the bottom. It's carried by a handle. It uses gravitational release and gravitational clamp. Another example would be here, number 5. It's very similar to this one, but all that would be changed is the friction pad. Here on number 2, we have puncture prong, power screw, and it would be the vehicle attachment and the latch. And then here would be number 6. We have our support arms, gravitational method, gravitational release, and handle. So as you can see, the team really thought that the best design would be something of this sort, using the gravitational. So from the gallery method, the team then chose the 4 most final solutions, which would be the concept 1, 2, 6, and 7, that they thought would be the best. The team then looked at the selection criteria, and this would be, how are we going to choose each one of them and what are we going to rank them on? So here would be ease of use, carrying capacity, weight of device, comfort, clamping ability, durability, and clamping versatility. The team then weighed each one of these selection criteria right here. So on a scale from 1 being the lowest and 5 being the best, the team then went through and did each concept 1, 2, 6, and 7. So for instance, concept 1 would score a 4 on ease of use here. And it was 20% here, so pretty much what you do is 4 times 0.2, and boom, 0.8. And then once the team had each score under each selection criteria, they then added them up to show what would be the best fit here for our final product for the entire semester. So as you can see, concept 1 scored a 2.8, concept 2 scored a 2.35, concept 7 scored a 3.0, and concept 6, which was our best solution, scored a 4.45. And here is concept 6, which would be our final selection. It uses the handle, uses the gravitational clamp and release method, along with support arms at the end. The team also added in some hooks onto the sides of some of the arms, and this could be used to carry groceries on, or just simply bags, along with your 12 packs of soda down here. So that will be all for the DP2 Team 19 presentation. I thank you very much, and I'm Jake Altizer.